Hey, how are you doing? This is my AIOps Incident Copilot. It turns real telemetry from our Security Operations Center lab into grouped incidents. If you're not too clued up about the SOC, you can check out our repo. I'll put the link in the video description below, as well as the video where I explain the SOC. As I said, it turns real telemetry from the Security Operations Center lab into grouped incidents, then gives an investigation-ready brief for the Splunk queries. The key is that it's reproducible, right? I can generate known signals, verify ingestion, and watch them become incidents in the UI. So over here, you're seeing the time frame. You can choose the time frame. This is the incidents list, a heuristic summary. I'll go over it in more detail. So I'm about to generate fresh telemetry across our four hosts: OPNsense network events, JuiceShop activity, Windows events on DC as well as PC1, plus a deterministic failed logon 4625. Each event is tagged so we can trace it end to end. So I'm going to switch the terminal now, the PowerShell terminal, to run the burst. So what you're seeing there is our virtual machines. You're looking at PC1 right now. And there we go. That is the terminal. Clear that. Rerun the lab burst. So, what you're seeing there, right, is our telemetry stress test in a box. It generates a mini storm of realistic events, logons, firewall hits, juice drop noise, all tagged so we can trace each one end to end. It's like a synthetic observability benchmark. The point is to feed controlled chaos. So an AI ops pipeline learns what normal noise looks like versus real issues. If you want more intel about that concept, you can check out the paper by Dr. Sivakumar. I hope I pronounced that well. Released in about May 2025. The script includes an expected failure on purpose. I trigger a known bad logon event for 625, so the system learns to recognize group and explain wrong but expected patterns. Wrong but expected patterns. So the script is done. Now I'm going to validate the ingestion and coverage automatically, not through dashboards. So I'm going to rerun the verify script. So uh, verify is like our trust, but the verify script is like a trust but verify check. It proves the pipeline is working host by host and signal by signal instead of working through dashboards. It's like a built-in lie detector for telemetry. So the system doesn't just automate, it shows its work. So analysts can trust each detection. Together, the two scripts, lab burst makes controlled noise on purpose, and verify confirms that the noise becomes clean, verifiable signals. It's like science, but with logs. So I want you to note this unique tag 3246. We'll look at that. We'll look at that in a bit. So I'm going to switch over to the UI. There you go. Was 4 hours refresh. The last event is at 13:32. The time now is 13:34, 2 minutes off, so it's fine. So yeah, so now we're going to see that these raw events are correlated into incidents. So what you're looking at now, we're looking at the title, the event title, and then it's going to show it by time window, as well as a severity score at a glance. Uh, the Copilot brief summarizes what happened, lists the key evidence events, and gives recommended actions of what to check next. We're going to press this button, the generate with AI button. It uses Ollama. It turns the verified incident into an analyst style narrative, and the page also generates ready to run Splunk investigation queries to confirm everything. So we'll just let so Ollama is like an LLM that you can run on your laptop. Um, it's a lighter LLM as compared to the heavier ones. So we'll just let that finish. And there we have it, the noise generated by Ollama explaining the whole scenario of what to do next and what has been happening. So now we're going to validate via Splunk, switch over to Splunk and run this query over here. Let's switch that over to the last 30 minutes. And there we go. Remember, we ran it at about, what time was it? 13:32. And there it came in, yeah, 13:33. And there you see the lab burst with the tag that I told you to memorize. Remember the tag earlier on? Um, let it go. There you go. This tag 3246. So each tag is unique every time you generate an event. And there you see 3246. So, as I said, this shows the exact burst tag flowing through the pipeline and the exact auth-failure marker we injected. So we can reproduce and prove every part of the chain. So this isn't just more alerts, right? It's a flow engine. Signals are validated, normalized, deduped, and correlated into incidents that a human can act on. And so next is better scoring, suppression, aging rules, so it stays sharp and trustworthy, not noisy and unnecessarily fancy. So in short, we can generate signals, validate ingestion, correlate into incidents, and hand an analyst a ready investigation path in about under a minute. So yeah, that's about it for this walkthrough. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful one. Cheers.